Welcome back to Maxi's Kitchen. Thank you so much for joining in. If we have not yet met, hello, I'm Maxine, and today I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful, crispy, warm goat cheese salad. This is one of my go-tos when I'm hosting because it's so easy. I think you'll be surprised by how easy it is to put together, but it's so elegant. The crispy goat cheese is breaded and then it's pan fried. So the outside is super crispy and the inside is like warm and melty and gooey, and I just love it. So I'm excited to show you how to make it today. Let's hop into it. Okay, so we have our goat cheese log here, and the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna use some dental floss to cut it. This is like the jankiest old school dental floss. But just get a piece that's big enough so that you can kind of wrap it around your fingers. We all know how to floss, right? Just kidding. I use the little pickers now, so I don't do this anymore. But anyways, you're gonna then use the floss to cut the goat cheese into little medallions. And the reason why you use the floss is if you use a knife, goat cheese tends to stick to the knife, and then it'll like break apart as you try to remove the knife. It like gloms on, almost like it's like suctioning. So this way, you just go right through, very easy, and make these beautiful medallions. Look how easy this is. Gorgeous. Okay, so now we're gonna get ready to bread our goat cheese medallions, and we're gonna use these beautiful panko breadcrumbs. These are Japanese breadcrumbs that it almost reminds you of like a tempura kind of flake. So they're bigger breadcrumbs than like an Italian breadcrumb, and I definitely would recommend these. You should be able to find them at your store. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to separate the egg yolk from the egg white. So let me just go ahead and crack this. And you wanna keep the egg white. So the way that you separate the white from the yolk is you're gonna pass the yolk back and forth between the two shells. And you'll see that the white will drop off. Perfect. So go ahead and just discard of the yolk, or if you can think of another thing to do with it, that would be great. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a little bit of water to the egg white just to thin it out. And then I'm gonna kind of beat it. This bowl is like too small for what I'm doing, but it's clear so that you can see what's going on inside. But just kind of, okay, this is not, let me get another bowl. Okay, into another bowl. But guess what? We're not perfect. You guys have seen my videos. I mess up sometimes. Okay, there we go. So just beat that just so it's not, sometimes the white kind of like sticks together with itself. So just get it distributed and the water kind of thinned it out. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our beautiful goat cheese medallions. We're gonna first dunk them in the egg white, and then we're gonna go ahead and put them in the panko. And actually, once I get to the panko, what I like to do so that you could just do it with your fingers, but your fingers will get all like, stuff on them. So what I like to do is I'll just use 2 forks for the panko step. And then it's as easy as that. Just get it all evenly coated and then move it over to your plate or wherever you're staging them. And look, this one kind of fell apart. So I'm just like kind of morphing it into a medallion. So they don't all need to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Okay, we've got our beautiful medallions made. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna toss our salad because these will cook really fast on a hot pan. And I think just like a simple oil and vinegar works best for this, balsamic with just like a good olive oil, salt and pepper. But you could definitely switch up the dressing or get fancier. I think like the goat cheese adds a really good richness, so I don't think the dressing needs to be super rich as well. Tip for dressing a salad, always start with your vinegar because the oil will actually like repel the vinegar and kind of seal it. So you wanna start by tossing in the vinegar. And with salad, like any food or like anything in cooking, taste and adjust as you go. So, and did I mention I'm using just like a spring mix here? I think this type of lettuce goes really well, but like, obviously feel free to make it your own and customize. But let's try that. Vinegar seems good. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the olive oil, just drizzle that on, and you guys are probably like, you don't need to tell me how to dress a salad with oil and vinegar. So sorry if this is like square one, like way too simple. But toss that through, and then we're gonna add the salt and pepper. Boom, boom, boom. Taste it and make sure it is good. Welcome to the stove area. Good to have you here. Now we're gonna fry these guys up. So heat your pan over like medium, and then I like to do a combination of butter and olive oil, but you could do one or the other. So just get the oils and the butter kind of melted, and then we'll add our little guys. Okay, so now that our oil and butter are hot, we're gonna add our goat cheese medallions. So just go ahead and put those in the pan. Okay, so now we're flipping them. So they're nice and beautiful golden brown. Amazing, and then I like to just serve them directly from the hot pan onto your bed of lettuce. And it's just such a gorgeous salad. Okay, time for the taste test. Oh my gosh, and it looks so good. The goat cheese is literally so crispy, and it pairs so well with just like the really simple mixed greens with that balsamic and olive oil. And then the middle of the goat cheese is like warm, gooey. It's just amazing. I can't wait for you to make it. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Totally open to your feedback. Still figuring this out. So yeah, I really appreciate you watching the video, and I'm sending you tons and tons of love.